worksheet for the 8th grade. Today we're just going to be solving linear equations. So to find the slope of the equation, what I like to use is the y equals mx plus b, or the slope-intercept form. Using the slope-intercept form, I know that if I sort out my equation to follow this format, I can get my slope pretty easily, because it will be in front of the x. So in this case, we have 2y is equal to 3x minus 1. Now we have this coefficient in front of y, so what we have to do is we have to get rid of it by dividing by 2. Y is equal to 3/2 x minus 1/2, giving us a slope of 3/2. And that would be our answer. Moving on. Now in this equation, it's already in the slope-intercept form. Y is equal to 6x plus 8. So then that means that our slope would be 6. So m is equal to 6. Moving on. Solve the equation, show your work. So it basically is asking you what is the value of the undefined variable. So 4 plus 4x is equal to 16. You subtract 4 on both sides and you get 4x is equal to 12. You divide 4 on both sides and you get x is equal to 3. That means the value of this x is 3. And that would be your solution to the equation. Moving on. 21x minus 3 is equal to 100. You add 3 on both sides, you get 103 is equal to 21x. From here, you just divide 103 by 21, and you get 103 divided by 21. Now let's see. Does 21 go into 103? No, you can't simplify any further from here. So what you're left with is just the value 103 over 21. 103 divided by 21. Moving on. You have 10 is equal to 7 minus x. 10 is equal to 7 minus x. Well, that's really easy. You just have to subtract 7 on both sides and you get 3 is equal to negative x. Divide negative 1 on both sides and you get x is equal to negative 3. And that would be our only solution. Negative 4 is equal to 12 minus 2x. You subtract 12 on both sides and you get negative 16 is equal to negative 2x. You subtract negative 2 on both sides and you get x is equal to 8. That means that the only solution to this equation would be the value 8. Moving on. You have 25 is equal to 46 minus 3x. You subtract 46 on both sides. What you get is you would get negative 21 as your answer, which is equal to negative 3x. You divide negative 3 on both sides and you get x is equal to 7. Because x is equal to 7, that's your only solution. So that would be the answer to number 11. Moving on. 3 times x plus 2 is equal to 15. That means that 3x plus 6 is equal to 15. You subtract 6 on both sides and you get 9 is equal to 3x. You divide 3 on both sides and you get x is equal to 3. X is equal to 3. Moving on. 6 times x minus 9 is equal to 12. You distribute the 6 to the x and the minus 9, negative 9, which gives you 6x minus 54 is equal to 12. You add 54 on both sides, and you get 66 equals 6x. Divide 6 on both sides, and you get x is equal to 11. Moving on. Number 17. 5 times 4x minus 3 is equal to 11. 5 times 4x is 20x. 5 times 3 is negative 15 is equal to 11. So when you add 15 on both sides, you get 26 is equal to 20x. Divide 20 on both sides and you get x is equal to 26 divided by 20, which can then be simplified even further. So and if you divide by 2 on top and bottom, so you get 10, 13. So your final solution would be 13 over 10. 13 over 10. Moving on. You have negative 9 times x minus 4 is equal to 54. You distribute the negative 9 towards the x and negative 4, giving you negative 9x. plus 36 is equal to 54. You subtract 36 on both sides, and you get 18 as your answer, which is equal to negative 9x. So what you have to do is you have to divide by negative 9 on both sides, and you get x is equal to negative 2 as your final answer. Moving on. You have 5x plus 4 is equal to 31 plus 2x. You subtract 2x on both sides, and you subtract 4 on both sides, because you want to make sure that the variable x is alone by getting rid of any other constants. So once you get rid of the 4 and subtract 2x from 5x, you get 3x on this side, and you get 27 on this side. So you divide by 3, you get x is equal to 9 as your final answer for that. 23, 20 plus 2x is equal to 6 plus 9x. You subtract 2x on both sides, and you subtract 6 on both sides. 20 minus 6 is 14. 9x minus 2x is 7x. Divide 7 on both sides, and you get x is equal to 2. Moving on. You have 5x minus 3 is equal to 2x plus 6. You subtract 2x on both sides, and you add 3 on both sides. You can see that 2x minus 2x is 0, leaving you with one side with 9, and negative 3 plus 3 being 0 as well, giving you a side for only 3x. Because you have one side 3x and another side 9, you want to get rid of this coefficient of 3. So what you have to do is you just divide by 3 on both sides, and you get x is equal to 3. And that would be the solution to that, equation. That's it for the fourth worksheet for the 8th grade.